Hello, everyone. I've had the wonderful pleasure of attending Galaxycon 2026, and it was quite an adventure, but I had a great time. I met a lot of people. I got some signatures from a voice actor I really like, and I walked around the con and attended a couple of different panels that I thought would be very helpful for me on my cosplay journey. And overall, I just had a good time. If you want to see the full video of my vlog, my previous video on this channel actually has it, so you can check that out when you have time or after you finish this video. But this video is just a second part of that first video where I'm going to be showing you all the stuff that I got from this convention. And boy, was it quite a lot. I did a lot of shopping. I saw a lot of things that I didn't think I would want until I was there and I saw it. And overall, my wallet is not very happy with me, but I got a lot of cool things and I can't wait to show you guys. So buckle up as I show you all the stuff that I got while at GalaxyCon. And if you enjoy my channel and you enjoy these cool videos, feel free to like and subscribe. So let's get into the big haul, shall we, with my big bag of stuff. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a separate video of me showing off what I got at GalaxyCon 2026. I am not used to going to big anime conventions, so I kind of went a little crazy. I noticed that this might be a lot. I will tell you that I saved a good bit of money to go to this convention, both to buy the tickets and to shop. And there was a lot of like stuff that I would normally not get in my normal life, which is why I bought so many things. But I'm going to tell you this right now, I'm not rich. This was a financially kind of planned thing. I did went a little over my budget, but I think it's worth it for the kind of experience. So I'm kind of going to tell you guys what I actually bought at this convention. So the first thing that I kind of bought was there was a photographer who was doing cosplay photos shoots for like 15-minute photo shoots, 30-minute or 60-minute photo shoots. I'm very new to cosplaying and I thought it would be a worthwhile opportunity to take up that offer and do the 15-minute photo shoot for like 20 bucks. And this person seemed like they have experience taking photos of all kinds of cosplayers from all different types of backgrounds. So I was like, let's do it. And so I did a couple of photos of Utah. If I get the pics before I post this video, I will insert them here. But I was super excited because Utah is one of my favorite Jujutsu Kaisen characters. I love him so much. I've been wanting to cosplay him since beginning of undergrad, and I'm now a grad student right now. So I am really loving the fact that I was able to get some professional shots of him done in a convention for only 20 bucks. Okay, so I'm going to start with the little knickknacks and then move on to the bigger ticket items. So for knickknacks, I love shopping at Artist Alley because it is such a good opportunity to look at artists who make art of your favorite characters. I myself am also an artist. I will insert some of my artwork in here, but I've never done commissions. I don't do it for like job purposes, like I don't sell my art or anything like that. I just like to do art for fun and just, for vibes. But I do love supporting artists, especially in this time when AI art is becoming more and more rampant. I feel like now more than ever is an important time to support artists and their business and their work because without artists, the world will not be as creative as it is today. So I don't know if I have everybody's stuff, but if I have them, I'll either put them in the video or put them in the description. But the first person I shopped at had a couple of different knickknacks from Jujutsu Kaisen and Love and Deep Space. As you guys may not know, I am a Zane girly true and true. So any Love and Deep Space merch that I got was of Zane because I love Zane. He's like my favorite guy out of all of them. And so because of that, I got this little postcard of Zane. I try to keep all the posters really small because I do have one area in my room that I do take up for like anime posters and weep stuff. So I try to make my posters really small. I try to buy small posters because I don't really like big posters because they take up too much wall space. So I got this Zane right here and I love it because it's like a foil. And plus the smaller posters are cheaper as well. So it saves me a little money and I don't take up all my wall space. And then finally I have this Utah keychain that I really like, and I'm gonna put on my new brown bag that I recently got. So yep, As you guys know, I love Yuta. He's like my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm cosplaying Yuta as we speak. So it is not a surprise that I wanted Yuta merch, and he was right there. So I couldn't help myself. Okay, so next I got a couple of different posters. You guys heard the story where I saw this goonery table with a bunch of different body pillows, and I was going to go past them, and then I saw at the corner of their boot they had a bunch of like prints. I showed off the Miyabi one in the last video, which I still really love, is one of my favorites from this boot. But I also got some others because he was doing a 2 for 2 deal. So it was like buy 2 posters and get 2 free. So I was like, yay, I like sale. So here we are. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. My apologies. So we got Angels of Delusion. Love them. They are such cuties. I also got this random Genshin poster of Farina because I really like Farina. And I didn't really see any other ZZZ posters that I really liked. And then finally, my second favorite girly from this series, Ye Guang. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. Here we go, Ye Guang with both her forms. Again, a girly that I really like. She's like my second favorite besides Miyabi. Both of them are pretty built on my account because I like them so much. So these are the ZZZ posters. So there's this boot that was also there of this artist who has such beautiful art, and I keep getting drawn to their art and their like posters. So eventually I caved and I got something from them, and I end up getting this Shenhe print. I love Shenhe. I really want to do a cosplay of her one day, but her cosplays are kind of hard to find now, and Genshin cosplays and just any Hoyoverse cosplay is just so expensive. So I really want to cosplay her one day, but until then, I have a cute print of her. And then at another art booth, I found the one and only, well, I lied, there is two, but this was the only Iron Mouse poster I was willing to buy at this convention. Look at her, she's such a cutie. I can't remember what model this is of her, but it's one of her older ones, and I love it so much. There was another one of Iron Mouse from another booth, but it was kind of goonery. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with a gooner Iron Mouse print, because Iron Mouse at the end of the day she is an adult, but I prefer cute prints. I don't like a lot of sexy lady prints. So I just got the cute one because I mean it's Iron Mouse and it's cute. So okay, so the last of the stuff that I have for the small ticket items was this Ye Guang print. The story behind this boot is that this seller really liked had some beautiful like artwork, was very inky for their different Genshin, Star Rail, ZZZ, and I didn't want a big poster. Like I'm talking huge. Those posters were huge and they were like 25 a pop. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do 25 a pop for such a big poster. So I asked them like, "Hey, do you have any smaller prints?" And she was like, "Yeah, we have these little postcards. Do you want one?" And I said, "Sure." So I ended up buying the little postcard of Ye Guang because like I said before, she's like my second favorite behind Miyabi. I really love her story, and I did buy her skin when she came out. So I mean, you can't go wrong with Ye Guang. I also found this beautiful like Shinobu print that was pretty cheap. This artist was definitely not trying to kill people with their prices, and I decided to get it because I thought it was cute and I love Shinobu. She's like my favorite character from Demon Slayer, so I thought why not? And then finally, for the small ticket items, I got this Utah like streetwear keychain. I don't know where I'm gonna put him. I think he's very special, so I might put him on like one of those bags that I don't usually use very often, just because I really like him and I really don't want anything to happen to him. I actually did buy this while I was in my Utah cosplay, and the girl just smiled when I told her I want the Utah one, and she was just like, "Yep." Like, yeah, I can tell you really like him. So, yeah. So I have him now, and he's gonna find a special place. Okay, finally for big ticket items. The first thing I want to show you is this signed print of Reze from her voice actor. I told the voice actor she could put any line she wanted, like her favorite line, and she was like, "Well, since the poster is so small, I'm just gonna do boom." And I was like, "Sure, let's do it." So I really like Reze. I've cosplayed Reze before. During this convention, I've cosplayed Reze on the Saturday, And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet the voice actor in my Reze cosplay because I got the print signed on Friday because I knew Saturday was going to be crazy and I couldn't cosplay on Friday because I had school, unfortunately. But I did meet the voice actor. She was super sweet, super nice. She was very friendly. She even voices Suna from Zenless Zone Zero, which I didn't know until I went on her booth and I saw that she was selling Suna prints. And we talked about it, and she was like, "Oh, you like all the cool things, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." So we had a good little conversation. So I cannot complain whatsoever. It was kind of pricey to get an autograph. It was like $50, but I guess that's the standard price now. For some reason, my cheap brain thought that a signature was going to be $20, but no, it's not. It's not $20. So, but I can't complain. It was a good interaction, and the print wasn't from her boot. It was actually a print I bought like a long time ago because I knew I wanted her to get it signed. So, I just cannot complain. This was a good little interaction, and I love Reze, and I think that this was kind of worth it because this is something that I can keep as a keepsake for as long as I want. Okay, so the first figure I got, and I would argue is my most expensive figure out of this entire trip, was Mao Mao. So Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries, I've been trying to get a figure, but the only figure that I really, really like is this one where she's in her garden party outfit. I tried to find this figure online. It's very scarce, and the convention there was people selling this figure. Mind you, it was overpriced because the original retail for this figure was $40 and it was $60 at the convention, 60 plus sometimes depending on which booth you went to. But I decided it was worth it because this was a figure I wanted for a long time and I just could not find this figure and for the life of me. And there was some shoppers on AliExpress that was willing to trust to get this figure, but I just figured that it would probably be safer to just buy it in person when I know for a fact that it is authentic. So we got this mama figure. She's really big and hefty, and she's a really good quality figure for a price. The rest of the figures that I'm going to show you are not opened because I just got back from this convention and I didn't feel like opening them right now, but I'm good. I figured it's part of the haul, so I might as well. So the second figure I got, another figure. This is what really killed me in this convention because there was a lot of figures that I really wanted, but I just could not find, or they were overpriced online. I was like, it's not worth it, and I just move on with my life. But the convention had a lot of these figures. Some of them were more overpriced than others, but they so many figures I've been eyeing for so long are just in one place for me to just grab. So because of that, my wallet really, really did not like me for this weekend. But I feel like it's gonna be worth it because it's gonna make a really pretty like background in my room. So Shinobu. I love Shinobu. I really do not want to watch the movie because I know what happens to Shinobu because I read the manga. But I love Shinobu and I bought this figure of her because I really like the butterflies in the background and I really like the fact that she is holding her sword. So we have Shinobu right there. Okay, second person, Mao Mao. From Dawn to Dawn. I do have one sitting figure of her, but I really, really like this outfit of Momo. I said Mao Mao? Momo from Dawn to Dawn. Oh my god. It's because I just had Mao Mao. Momo from Dawn to Dawn. I really love this figure of her and I really love this outfit. So I got this one. I really hope one day I can cosplay this version of her outfit, but I don't know if that's possible because I have so many cosplays that I want to do, but just not enough time and money to actually get them done. But if I were to ever cosplay from Dawn to Dawn, I would love to do this version of her. And then finally, the figure I was haggled into buying, literally haggled, was Black Labidia, my dress up darling, Marin's cosplay. I want to collect all the cosplays that Marin does as figures. And so when I saw this figure, at first I was not going to get it, but the man haggled me. So now I have this Black Labidia figure. I don't know if they have the one where Marin's in her tan cosplay, but I do have Liz and I have Shizuku, and I don't have regular Marin yet either. So I'm just trying to figure out which Marin regular figure I want to get. There's so many. But yeah, I got haggled into getting this figure. So now I have a big white haired girl in my house. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so that was everything I bought at the convention. Um, like I mentioned before, was a once in a year, once in a lifetime type of opportunity. So I went a little crazy, but I am really happy with my haul, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Bye.